picked the sweet old powder orange Buccaneer throwbacks for you.
Nice. All right.
Testaverde.
Welcome back in. Kit Nagy here for Nagy on Sports. Phil's going to start us off in this one and then take off back to his job. So I'm going to be alone on the call for this one after we get started. But welcome back in. More football as we try to get our power our way through the remainder of this playoffs here in draft season. Because obviously once the draft takes place, we'll have more and a better look at reality for where folks are actually going to be in the NFL, and we'll get an opportunity to replicate that for you as you see Tampa Bay coming out in their beautiful creamsicle look, and then the Rams here in SoFi at home. Stafford trying to take that team back to a Super Bowl. So, welcome back, and without further ado, we'll get this one going for you to bring yet more playoff football here on Nagy on Sports. Tampa Bay to kick, and at the 1 yard line, the kick is returned out of there, and actually well covered, which means that Matt Stafford's going to have to take over at just his own 16-yard line. There's a look at his season. Nearly 4,000 yards, 30-11 touchdown interception ratio. So, fairly productive season for him this year in our sim season. But he's got a long field in front of him here, starting at only his 16-yard line for the first drive of the day. Back to pass, Stafford. Over to the left, he's got Higbee just for a minimal gain here. Call it a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Back to pass for Stafford, and kind of getting pressure in his face. He's going to go down. Early sack there for Joe Tryon, and Tryon getting home quickly to actually there's a lot of pressure there in Matt Stafford's face. Tryon beats with a little bit of a spin move out on the outside, beats the tackle, and able to sack Matt Stafford, who was kind of running backwards dangerously towards the end zone, and now he's even further into a hole as he's going to have to figure out a way to get it out from the 6-yard line, 3rd and 20. Out of the gun, surveying the field, lots of time, but not finding anything. Finally, pressure coming, but he throws it away and avoids the safety because he was standing inside his own end zone when he threw that one away. Pressure coming off the backside. And instead, we're going to have a punt here as the Rams quickly go 3 and out. And that field position already a factor here as Gio Bernard fields the ball there about just past the 50-yard line. So Tom Brady's going to start out this one with some incredible field position. There's his numbers on the year, just shy of 4,000 yards on his sim season. So he was also very good, as you would expect the wily veteran. From under center, he's got a man over the center. A dangerous throw. That was a 50-50 ball between the defender and his receiver. So Tom Brady, fortunate that one was not intercepted. Under center, 2 men left, and a single back. His handoff to his single back, that's Fournette. And he's going to pick up 5 yards. 3rd and 5 from midfield. Back to pass, pressure coming, throws back across his body trying to hit Fournette on a little dump off to the left. He was also covered. I don't think he was going to get there anyway, but Tom Brady not accurate on the throwback pass. And so it just ends up out on the sideline on the turf. And instead, we have back-to-back 3 and outs to start this game, but the field position clearly still favoring Tampa Bay as they're able to pin the Rams back again inside their own 15, now starting at their 14-yard line. So, long field again here for Matt Stafford. Obviously would like something a little more productive than he had in the last drive. Doesn't want to go backwards, so he's going to hand it off to Cam Akers, who is going to be tackled for a 3-yard loss, and still going backwards are the LA Rams. A little stretch concept not working when they're not able to get the mask in front of the blocker in front of them. Nice scrape from the linebacker Levante David with a nice tackle. Back to pass to the outside, and it'll dump off there to Cam Akers. And he's going to pick up 2 of those yards, or they're going to call it a 1-yard reception, but now a 3rd and 11. So obviously it was more like a 2.5-yard loss and a 1.5-yard pickup there. But up the middle on a 3rd and 11, trying to catch Tampa Bay off guard, but instead they're going to go 3 and out again. So yet again, that field position is continuing to favor Tampa Bay, as the Rams really not able to do much here on their second drive. Really struggling offenses so far on both sides of the ball, as the defenses for both teams have seemingly come out ahead so far in this one. Punt is away. And Gio Bernard receives it there at about the 38-yard line. We'll say he went down pretty quickly. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. So TB12 is going to come back out on the field and get his second opportunity at getting something done here. So I don't know why we were looking at a defensive huddle with the offense taking the field, but we were. So TB12 looks to throw. He's got a man out on the outside of Gio Bernard and tons of space, lots of room to rumble down the sideline, and he's going to pick up quite a bit there as just the nobody covering Fournette out of the backfield, and he's going to get 30 quickly on that one. 1st and 10. Look at Bruce Arians, who obviously is still in the front office, but not the head coach here of these Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That honor goes to Todd Bowles, the defensive-minded Todd Bowles. 2 minutes but left out of the gun. Tom Brady surveying the field. He's got a man over the middle on a little bit of an angle route there, and that was Evans with the quick pickup over the center of another 1st down. Sure-handed receiver Mike Evans with that completion, or with that reception. And Tom Brady just put it right on him. Defender kind of sitting back, hit him quickly, but not able to make a play on the ball. Under center trips to his right, and a single back gets the handoff. That's Fournette up the center pretty quickly. His second rush now for 9 yards, 2nd and 6. An inside handoff again. And Gio Bernard gets his first carry of the day, 3 yards there, 3rd and 2. I formation under center is Tom Brady, and he is going to fake the handoff and got a target. I guess he threw it high to throw it out of bounds out the back. So 4th and 2, this drive is going to stall there. But does look, actually no, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 2 from the 8. Tampa Bay, the old no risk it, no biscuit philosophy coming out here as Leonard Fournette fighting for that 1st down, but I think he was stopped. Oh no, they're going to give it to him. He barely got it across the line, but a generous spot there. Bunch formation left. Tom Brady with a new set of downs to work with. Quickly over the center, he's got his man. That's Mike Evans again, but just short. They're going to mark him on the half a foot line. 2nd and mere inches to the end zone here. Back to pass on 2nd and inches, and he's just going to throw that one away. Let's see what they elect to do here, if they're going to try to run this in with Fournette, or if they're going to try a 3rd crack at the end zone on the arm of Tom Brady. He is back to pass for the 3rd time, and this time he's got his man. That's his tight end. And touchdown for the Buccaneers as Bright comes away with that one on the 3rd throwing attempt for a touchdown from Tom Brady. Obviously, they didn't trust their O-line and Fournette to get it down on the ground, so they went to the wily veteran to come away with a touchdown. And in fact, he does find Bright breaking out on that little out route on the bench concept, and Bright with an easy touchdown. So 7-0 as the 4th and 2 running play from Leonard Fournette, and the conversion that was a bit of a generous spot does pay off. And in fact, they are able to score a touchdown rather than having to settle for a chip shot field goal. 7-0 Tampa Bay. Another nice kick coverage here for the Tampa Bay, and special teams woes continue for the Rams as Stafford finds himself yet again for a third time starting right around that 15-yard line, this time from the 17. But again, really buried on his own side of the field, and so far not having much success getting out of there. As yet again, the Rams are going to go backwards as Levante David shot the gap very quickly and tackled Cam Akers in the backfield for a 2-yard loss, 2nd and 12. And Levante David has had a very good game to start this. Very good day starting out in this game. He is. Now, that's his 2nd TFL on the day. One scrape down where he got Cam Akers out on that stretch run earlier, and then this time meeting Cam Akers pretty much at the point of attack as he was receiving the handoff. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. Quick handoff, and Vita Vea going to get involved in the action as Cam Akers has only gone backwards. Now -6 yards on his 4 carries. He is really struggling, and that's going to be another 1-yard loss as Vita Vea just had a bear hug waiting for him right there at the point of attack. And you're going to see that penetration splitting a double team and a beautiful open field tackle essentially as Akers had nowhere to go, and Vita Vea just swallowed him right up. And he is going to be in the zone. Of course, Vita Vea an X factor for this D-line for Tampa Bay. So, 3rd and 13, Rams going nowhere as Stafford back to pass. He's going to get sacked. So, yet again, going backwards, this defense has been so good. Now sacking Matt Stafford for an ugly, only backwards every single play. 2 rushes and 1 pass attempt. Every single one of them went, net negative yards. So you're ending up going backwards now, punting from your own 2. You can see Hecker there is very crowded in his end zone, just barely able to get that one away off of the 2, but still a booming punt from the Rams. Able to get it just past the 50-yard line to the Tampa Bay 47, which is where Tom Brady will take over. Hey, George, welcome back in. Phil took off back to work, so it'll be just me for this broadcast. But we wanted to bring Nagy Nation as much playoff action as we could, trying to squeeze in all these playoffs before finishing the draft so we can get into our post-draft season, as it should have been picked off by Jalen Ramsey, not able to come away with it. That's uncharacteristic. He had jumped that beautifully, but somehow drops the ball, and instead harmlessly to the turf as Gio Bernard goes nowhere. In fact, goes backwards as Aaron Donald swallowed him up very quickly, 3rd and 12. On that little delayed handoff, and Aaron Donald right there in his face. And that, of course, is going to put Aaron Donald in the zone. So 2 D tackles on either team, both in the zone. And guys that you definitely don't want to get going in a game because they will wreck shop, both of them, both Vita Vea and Aaron Donald's deep, long. Did they say, oh no, I guess he was out of bounds. I thought for a moment that they were going to call that a touchdown, but instead it ends up being out of bounds. And a nice punt here is going to check out of bounds at the 3, and the field position woes for the Rams continue. They have got to do something here as Tampa Bay is winning purely on field position in this game so far. It's only 7-0, but it feels like the Rams are having to dig out of a hole from the gate here, as they have just been pinned back in their own territory all day long. So Matt Stafford hands off quickly. This one's going to go for some positive yardage finally. Makes up a few of those yards. Now 5 carries for -3 yards is Cam Akers as he finally gains positive yardage on that one. And here again, going to get some more positive yardage and actually manage to make a third and manageable 3rd and 3 coming up here. This is the best drive so far for these LA Rams. Cam Akers with a 3rd carry out to the stretch of the first down. That's their first down of the day. Nice stiff arm to back it up. And finally, the Rams get something done here on offense. 3 carries in a row, and he is finally in positive territory on his 7 rushes for the day. Having gone only backwards for TFLs to start the game. 3 carries for positive yardage all in a row. Nice stiff arm to finish it off is Akers. And finally the Rams able to do something on offense, which has to feel like a major relief. 1st and 10, out to the outside, more positive yardage is Henderson there, his first rush of the day. Henderson obviously in relief of Cam Akers after carrying the ball 3 times in a row. Henderson spells him and picks up a nice 8-yard gain. Henderson again with the ball carrier. And he's searching for ground but unable to find any. Really only pickup of 1, but it does bring up a 3rd and 1 here for Stafford, who is going to boot out to the left and then turn inexplicably the other way. And deep ball, he's got a man. Did he catch it? He did. They're going to say he got his feet inbounds. That was beautiful. And really beautiful body control out here out on the outside as he went on that little out and up route. And you'll see him come away with this high pointing the ball. Nice body control to get his feet in bounds. And Van Jefferson with really the first explosive play of the day for the LA Rams. But Tampa Bay is going to challenge that he had the ball in bounds. I think he was solidly in. You see both of those heels coming down in the green there with possession. I don't think there's any question that was a reception. So I do believe that Tampa Bay is going to lose a timeout here on the challenge. Let's go. Let's do this. And they do. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Timeout charge to Tampa Bay for that failed challenge. And Stafford, quick little slant route on the inside to his tight end Higbee. And now Matt Stafford, 4 of 5 for 57 yards, finally getting something going. And this is easily the best. They've really gone the length of the field here, being stuck back in their own territory yet again on this drive. So Stafford throws that out to Higbee. Higbee hadn't even turned around yet and hits him in the back with the football. And Higbee kind of going, what? Was a lot faster than I expected it there. And now they're going to strike for a touchdown. That's Cooper Kupp easily open in the end zone. And Matt Stafford gets it done on this drive to answer 7-7 in what felt like a very lopsided, one-sided game. Suddenly broken wide open, 7-7. It looks like this is suddenly going to be competitive again after all of that field position advantage going Tampa Bay's way. The Rams finally able to break free and go the length of the field relatively quickly there and able to score. And it really started on those first 3 carries for Cam Akers, finally able to get them out of that hole and then get some positive yardage going. And then Stafford responded in the pass game with a nice pass to Van Jefferson and then the touchdown strike there to Cooper Kupp. Yeah, absolutely. Levante David on Cooper Kupp is a big mismatch, and Stafford both recognized it and took advantage of it, because there's no way you're going to successfully cover Kupp with Levante David. As good as Levante David is, Cooper Kupp is just way too shifty and good as a receiver to be trying to cover him with a linebacker. Handoff up the center. That is Fournette. Going to get a couple here. Call it 4, 2nd and 6. With 1 minute left in the first quarter. Tom Brady from the gun. Handoff up the center. Gio Bernard. He's searching for room. Kind of hits his own blocker there, but bounces off and continues for a couple extra yards. 3rd and 2 here for Tom Brady. under center, takes the snap. And, ooh, very fortunate that one wasn't picked, because if that was picked, it was a house call for sure. And Tom Brady gets away with one there, but instead able to salvage one to be punted to the Rams. And the Rams are going to take over with their absolute best field position of the day, starting on their own 36. And not even really close. The 36 is very generous compared to the 14, 16, and 17-yard line their last 3 drives have all been on. Now Cam Akers on a stretch to the outside, quickly bottled up out there and taken down for a 1-yard loss. And Whitehead with the tackle. All right, so, well, looks like we're going to get the end of the first quarter there. So there's a look at the offensive production for both sides. Pass yardage after that one drive favoring the LA Rams, but until that touchdown scoring drive, they had very little to speak of in terms of pass yardage or run yardage. They had almost no offense prior to that one drive. Quick throwaway there from Matt Stafford, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 to start the second quarter. And Stafford surveying the field, dump off to the outside. Nice stiff arm, but not going to get it done. Is Van Jefferson? He really has an impressive stiff arm, but unfortunately not going to get there. Brings up a 4th and 1, and most likely we're going to see a Rams punt here as the dump off not able to get it done in spite of the effort from Van Jefferson. To shuck a tackler prior to seeking that first yard, the sticks, but not able to get there. So the punt coming. And out of bounds is the punt at the 12-yard line. Nice punt there from Hecker. And this is the first time Tom Brady has been kind of backed up like the Rams were earlier in the game. So field position finally favoring the Rams here in this one. Bunch formation left under center. Tom Brady back to pass in the pocket. He tries to dump it off to Evans on a bit of a little drag route there, but overthrew him. A bit of an errant throw from Tom Brady, not his norm. Pressure coming, and he's going to get sacked quickly as Fuller gets quickly into the backfield and sacks Tom Brady on that little bit of a safety blitz coming up on the outside. Not much Tom Brady could do about that, as that blitz was not picked up. Not recognized, not picked up. So very quickly sacked there. 3rd and 17 now from his own 5. Tom Brady back to pass. Pressure coming. He's in his own end zone, but he scrambles up out of it and throws it away. Wily move and a good presence of where he was on the field there from Tom Brady, because he was potentially about to earn his team a safety there. So fortunate that he was able to salvage that one with a quick throwaway and instead of punt here out of his own end zone. So the Rams will take over with yet better field position here now from the 49-yard line, and this feels to like an opportunity for Matt Stafford and the Rams to really have swing some momentum solidly in their favor if they can come away with a touchdown here. Quick handoff up the middle to Cam Akers. He's going to get a number of yards there before being tackled. Call it 6. 2nd and 4 here out of the gun. Matt Stafford with his running back to his right hip. He throws deep. He's got a man. It's Van Jefferson with the grab, and the tackler kind of out of the picture quickly, going for the ball, and Jefferson just ran right past him with nice little run after the catch, and touchdown saving tackle out there as Van Jefferson looked like he had the opportunity to just score this if he just made that last man miss, not able to, but still great position here for Matt Stafford, first and goal from the 7. Got a man, that's Tyler Higbee. He's working towards the touchdown, Rams. He got the ball just across the plane as the tackler's not really quick to bring him down. He just kind of worked his body around until he got the ball over the plane. Bit of an anticlimactic touchdown, but still a touchdown nonetheless. As you see, the tackle kind of spun him around. Ball on the outside, breaks the plane as he's still up. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Rams. Very, very quick strike here after the big pass down the field to Van Jefferson. So, score now 14-7. You can see that momentum carrying now in the Rams' favor at home, and this home team crowd, finally seems to be in it. 14-7 with the Rams kind of taking advantage of their opportunities with really good field position there, and a quick run followed by a deep bomb and then a quick pass to score. 3-play drive goes half the field and scores quickly for the Rams. They suddenly feel like they're cooking with gas. Tom Brady under center, single back. He's going to hand it off to that back. That's Leonard Fournette. Breaking tackles up the middle. Nice run from him. Very powerful. Behind his pads, picks up 7. Under center is Tom Brady. Trips left. Single back. He hands off the ball quickly to Fournette. This time quickly tackled. Only a 1-yard pickup. 3rd and 1 for Tom Brady. Another handoff. This time he's got Fournette across the line on a 3-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Now you get another look at the first down here as Fournette followed his blockers nicely and gets himself across the line to gain. Now 10:40 left in the half. Outside run to Fournette. He's going to pick up about 5 yards there. From his own 42, Tom Brady, 2nd and 5 under center, handing off up the middle, and that is Fournette fighting and striving for the first down. Going to be just short, 3rd and 1. Handoff up the center again. That's Gio Bernard, but he is going to be met in the backfield for a loss of 1. Quickly tackled by Asamoah out on the outside, kind of just came down the line nicely and met Gio Bernard in the hole, tackling him for a loss. So 4th and 1, and Tampa Bay is going to be forced to, or 4th and 2, excuse me. Tampa Bay is going to be forced to punt here from their own 45. And an attempted coffin corner goes out at 21. Not the best punt, but not the worst either. Kind of right where you would have ended up with the touchback anyway. Very close to. So Stafford's going to take over at his 21. Stretch play to the right. He's got Cam Akers quickly tackled. And Barrett a little bit shooken up on the play. And Vitavia was on the tackle there. But Barrett shooken up. We'll see if he's going to go to the locker room or if he's going to be on the sideline. It does look like he'll be on the sideline, so should be back in this one. 2-yard pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Stafford in the gun. Back to pass. Pressure in his face. He's going to try to unload it, but it falls instead to the turf. and called an incomplete pass, nearly a fumble, though. He was fortunate to get that one away. A little delayed handoff up the center. That's Cam Akers on 3rd and 8. Not going to get it done, so he'll be stopped short. 4th and 5 here. And Devin White there on the tackle. So Ecker's going to come back out on the field and punt this one away for the Rams as they are quickly 3 and out here on this drive. 8:20 left in the half as the LA Rams are going to take back, or excuse me, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to take back over at their own 22, down by 1 touchdown with 8:16 for Tom Brady to work with here in the half. Tom Brady in the gun. He's got Fournette on his right hip. Gio Bernard on his right hip. And quick pass out to the outside. And that's Godwin with the reception. And he's going to pick up 2 yards there. 2nd and 8. So they'll bring out a little two receivers either side in that tight ace formation. And that quick handoff to Fournette is going to get a few yards there. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Back to pass Tom Brady over the middle. He's got a man and somehow snuck it past the defender and the sure hands of Mike Evans, able to come away with that one. I thought for sure that one was going to be a pick as Rapp had better position on the ball. And Tom Brady throwing a dangerous one here to Mike Evans, but Mike Evans somehow able to come up with that reception through the hands of Rapp. Thought for a moment that Rapp was going to actually had come away with an interception. It went right through his hands. And then handoff up the middle for Fournette. He's going to pick up about 7 yards there to call it 2nd and 3. And Tom Brady in the gun trips left. Single back on his right hand hip, going to get the handoff, but tackled for a loss is Fournette. 3rd and 3 here. Back to pass out of the gun. He's setting up a screen. He's got a man. That's Fournette out on the outside. I actually call it, my bad, that was Gio Bernard. Blockers out in front of him, but he's quickly going to pick up that 1st down, and that was a well-executed screen as Asamoah is not able to get to him until he's well past the line to gain. All right, so 1st and 10 out of the gun from the LA 48. Gio Bernard with the handoff up the middle. His 5th carry now, only 7 yards on the day for him. Gets 2 of them there. Another handoff up the middle to Gio Bernard, and again, not much doing for him as he is going to only get 1 additional yard. 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tom Brady back to pass. His pressure's coming. He's going to fumble the ball as he's going down, and fortunate that his lineman is able to come away with that one to prevent the turnover, but still an ugly fumble from Tom Brady as he was getting sacked, kind of hit from behind, ball poked out, and fortunate that his own man able to, with the awareness to jump on it before any damage could be done. But still a sack for these LA Rams. Oh, excuse me, that was the LA Ram defender. I don't know why I got turned around on that one. The LA Rams did recover the fumble, so Tom Brady fumbles, the LA Ram picks it up. So they'll take over right there. 2nd and 11 now after a 1-yard loss on the carry for Cam Akers. Back to pass is Stafford. He's got a man out on the outside coming back to the ball. Nice little curl route there. Brings up a 3rd and inches. Nicely diagnosed from Stafford, able to put the ball right on him for the nearly first down is Robinson with the reception. 3rd and inches here. Back to pass, Matt Stafford. I don't know why I keep trying to call him Sam. Matt Stafford. Over the center for a first down there. Getting it quickly into the hands of his receiver, and a fast moving of the chains that was Cooper Kupp on the reception, just sitting there in the zone. So, 2:20 left in the half here, coming up on the 2-minute warning as he brings Van Jefferson in motion, fakes the pop pass to him, fakes to his running back, now surveying the field for the pass, and just throws that one away. A lot going on for the play action in that one, but not a lot doing for all of it. 2nd and 10. Under center ace formation, back to pass, throws to the outside. He's got his tight end out on the outside, and that's the first look that we've seen out of number 88 for the Rams. Hopkins, his first reception for 4, 3rd and 6. Stafford back to pass. And this time he's got Higbee near the line of the game, but I think he's going to be short. He was 4th and 1, but the Rams are going to go for this. So out of the gun is Stafford. Akers on his hip. He's going to hand it off the middle to Akers. Akers quickly to the line to gain, and then some. Nice little cut back against the grain, and he's able to gain a bunch of yardage after getting across that line. Nice little run there for Cam Akers. Now empty backfield for Matt Stafford. I think I'm trying to say Sam Bradford. I don't know why I'm trying to say Sam Bradford, but Matt Stafford is the quarterback for the LA Rams, and Bradford's been out of the league for a little while now, so I don't know why that's going on here. But anyway, pressure coming, and fumble from Stafford, but recovered by Haverson. So fortunate that one doesn't go the wrong way for him. He's going to be losing a few yards here on the sack, but the Rams able to recover. Bunch formation to the left, 3rd and 18. Stafford under center, single back. Takes the snap, surveying the field out to the outside, and he had Robinson on the kind of on the sideline there, but not able to connect. So that one will go incomplete, and a field goal attempt is good here. So the Rams are going to go up 17-7 here late in the second quarter. Yeah, Wendell, they did pick up Pickett. It's kind of surprising that was the pick. In terms of guys in this draft, that if you had to pick a guy for the Steelers to take, if they were going to take a quarterback in the first round there at pick 20, the guy with probably the lowest ceiling had to be Pickett. So as a Browns fan, you feel relatively comfortable with that pick. He could grow to be better than we expect, but it kind of felt to me a bit like the Whedon pick for the Browns a while back. So in terms of what's going on there, I think I'm pretty comfortable with that pick. Plus it pushes additional talent back to the Browns at 44. So yet another opportunity for the Browns to pick up somebody good come second round here later tonight. Yes, and the tiny hands, Mason, absolutely. A quick little slant route out to the outside from Tom Brady. He hits his man and picks up 7 there. So 25 seconds left in the half. Tom Brady trying to get something done here. Out to the outside, he's got Gio Bernard trying to get out of bounds. Does stop the clock with 21 ticks left in the half. and also manages to pick up the first down, which was an important part of that play too. So 17-7 LA, 21 ticks left, and Tom Brady trying to get an answering score here going into the half, surveying the field, looking down, and checks it down to his running back. That's Gio Bernard again, picks up the first down, and a quick timeout from Tampa Bay to stop the clock with 14 ticks left now at midfield. Tampa 12 over the middle, Gio Bernard, and that is going to get tackled quickly and going to bring us to halftime with no damage, as the dump off and quick tackle with no timeouts able to bring this one to the halftime intermission. And we're going to get a halftime report because Phil is not at his controller to skip us past there, but we'll take a look at the divisional round. Obviously, we're watching the Tampa Bay LA Chargers game. We just watched that Green Bay Dallas game, which is concluded with a big win for Dallas, as they absolutely destroyed Green Bay in that one, working towards the NFC Championship. It doesn't look like they're going to show the AFC side. So we're going to get some next gen stats here on Tampa Bay, and also for the LA Rams. Little game tendency comparison. All right, to kick off for the start of the second half are the Rams, and Tampa Bay is going to get an opportunity here to get something going as they find themselves in a 10-point deficit to start the second half of play. So TB12 is going to trot out, taking over at his own 24-yard line to start the second half. And the momentum still pretty solidly in LA's corner here at home. Under center is Tom Brady. Handoff up the middle, that is Leonard Fournette with the carry. His 13th on the day, 47 yards for him. 2 on that carry. Delayed handoff again to Fournette, kind of cutting it to the center there as he's able to pick up a number of more yards and brings up a 3rd and 3 for Tampa Bay. Back to pass. Tom Brady scrambling out to the outside as pressure's coming. Bit of a duck there. Fortunate that one was not intercepted, but did drop short of his receiver as he was getting hit in the throw. It brings up a 4th and 3 and likely a punt coming. Mason, that's going to be interesting to watch. Obviously, Mitch Trubisky, has not had a ton of success in this league so far. And it'll be interesting to see what he does versus Pickett. Obviously they drafted Pickett for a reason. They see something there. They like him, but that'll be an interesting to see who the day one starter is. I would not be surprised to see it be Mitch Trubisky, especially with his experience in the NFL. At least coming in, he is would be considered a veteran at this point. So having experience in the league does give him a probable leg up here, especially where you don't think Pickett is, likely to be a prolific quarterback. So we'll see. Bit of an errant throw there for Matt Stafford. Now under center, single back, Cam Akers, and out to the outside, little pick route, and Cooper Kupp's going to get that reception, and 5-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 5. That is Kupp's 3rd reception now on the day. But yeah, if I were betting on who's going to start game one for the Steelers, I'd say it's most likely going to be Trubisky at this point, even with that draft, as Kupp is going to come wide open out on the sideline, and his momentum carries him out of bounds. But a nice pickup there for Cooper Kupp. Coming back to the ball at the sidelines, and Stafford just hits him out on that little out route. Nice little completion there. So Stafford under center, Cam Akers, the single back, brings Cooper Kupp in motion. He's going to fake the handoff to him and instead hand off to Cam Akers on a little zone read on the outside, but not a lot doing there, only pickup of 2. I think they're further away. I actually think it's more likely now that Lamar is not going to be the quarterback in Baltimore after the events of the draft. I thought that the longer this goes on for Lamar, the harder I think it is to find him or to see him signed with the Ravens. Remember, he is representing himself in those negotiations. He's going to want big money. I don't think the Ravens are excited about giving him big money at this point. They would have gotten it done already, probably, if they were. And then there's a little illegal touching for the Rams. What the receiver went out of bounds, that receiver being Cooper Kupp, out of bounds, and then first to touch the ball after going out of bounds, which he can't do. But no, I think they're further away. The other part of that is part of the draft. Lamar. That's his guy, Hollywood Brown. That's his guy, and they just traded him away as part of this draft. Yes, they got some great players in this draft, but trade away one of Lamar's guys to do it, and you have to feel that's probably not going to make Lamar very happy. He's already not happy with the way the negotiations have gone. From everything I can tell, the way the reporting is going, it sounds like those two are pretty far apart. And I don't think he's happy with the way those negotiations have gone, as Mike Evans is going to pick up a quick first down here for Tampa Bay. But yeah, no, I don't think that bodes well for a continued career for Lamar in Baltimore. So we'll see what happens, but. It would not shock me to see him end up elsewhere. As Gio Bernard's going to carry the ball there for 7. 2nd and 3. Tom Brady takes the snap out of the gun. Throwing deep to the sideline. He's got Mike Evans, and they're going to call that they're going to call that an incompletion, yeah. I guess he did not get his feet in bounds. It's hard to tell with the way it kind of landed on a guy, so I wasn't sure where his feet were. But 3rd and 3 here, they say incomplete. Mike Evans is going to catch that one, though, as he is very quickly legs taken out from underneath him by Williams. But does come away with that ball and a first down. And that is nice concentration there from Mike Evans to hold on to the ball as he had his legs just ripped out from underneath him by Williams on the low tackle. Tom Brady not liking what he's seeing, changing the play and the formation. Takes the snap. And he's back to pass. Pressure coming, but he throws it away before they can do anything and brings up a 2nd and 10. Bringing the man in motion is Tom Brady under center. Single back is Fournette. Fournette's got that handoff up the center, seeking yards in that center of the defense there, and gets about 4. Welcome in, Sean. Go Browns. So 3rd and 6 here. Just under 10 minutes in the third quarter. In a 17-7 ball game with Tampa Bay putting together a bit of a drive here now on the LA 39-yard line. Past the outside to Godwin. He's going to pick up a number of yards, but going to end up just short of the line to gain, 4th and 1. So it'll be interesting to see what they choose to do here. Down still 10 points, 9:21 in the third from the 35. Here they're in field goal range, but only 1 yard to go for the first down. Be interesting to see if they try to go for it here or just take the field goal attempt. So they do elect to go for a field goal here. And it looks short. It is short. No good for the attempt for Tampa Bay. Scoreline stays the same. So an interesting choice there. I almost feel like they probably should have tried for that one on 4th and 1 to try to convert there. Because even if they don't get the first down, unless they go more than 7 yards backwards on the play, they would have given the Rams not quite as good field position here, now starting on the 42 because of the placement of the kick. Cam Akers at the outside, quickly tackled for a loss of 2 on the play. So Mason Rudolph, to answer your question there, Wendell, I don't know that he's out. I don't think he's got a ton of trade value. Because I don't think he's been that good for the Steelers to be worth a lot to another team. Especially with the way the quarterback landscape is out there right now. There are better quarterbacks available, like Baker Mayfield. So I don't think that that's very likely. I think if anything, he'll eventually get cut. When it comes time to trim down rosters, if they're sold on Pickett and they may only stick with 2 quarterbacks in that room. We'll see what happens, though. It'll be interesting. And yeah, absolutely, Sean. I agree. I'm a fan of the creamsicle look, which is why Phil busted these out to start this game. So incomplete pass there brings up a 4th and 6 for LA. So they're going to be punting this one away. Yeah, Sean, I agree. I think it's probably a cut and sign to the practice squad type scenario there for Mason Rudolph in Pittsburgh. So Hecker out to punt. And off the right foot of Hecker, angling towards the sideline. The ball's going to go out at the 32. So not a great punt there for Hecker. A bit early out of bounds, probably could have gotten more distance out of that punt. Bring up a 1st and 10 for Tom Brady at his own 32. Bunch formation left after the motion. Tom Brady hits a man out of that bunch and gets about 9 there on the pass. 2nd and 1. Back to pass. He's going to unload deep. He's got a man. And a jump ball contested catch, but unable to come away with it is Godwin. So an incomplete pass out on the outside brings 3rd and 1. And now you're going to see Jalen Ramsey in the zone after the coverage on Godwin. Nice little inside throw quickly to Mike Evans. That's an easy little slant pitch and catch there as they're going to get that first down and then some. 1st and 10 Tampa Bay. 6:51 here in the 3rd with the score 17-7 favoring the LA Rams. But Tampa Bay is driving here and now in a position to potentially come away with some points if they get a few more yards here. Out of the gun, bringing a man in motion. Tom Brady works up in the pocket and then throws it away. I felt like he probably should have run that. Even Tom Brady could have gotten a few yards there. Never was known for his scrambling, but that was a spot where I felt like he actually probably should have just continued up the hole that was emerging in front of him and potentially gotten some positive yards. Instead, elects to throw it away and brings up 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff at the center. Quick pressure out on the outside, and that is a very fast tackle for Floyd, who earlier in the game recovered the fumble off the strip sack. And Floyd gets home in a hurry. Tom Brady, not a lot he could do about that one. So, 3rd and 14 now. From the 48, Tom Brady in a gun. Back to pass. He's going to get run away from pressure and just throw it away. And so instead of what was looking like a good drive there for Tampa Bay suddenly fizzles, and they'll punt it away. And not a great punt going out at the 25 here from Pinion. So Matt Stafford's going to take over here at the 25 under center. Handoff to Cam Akers. Quickly met in the backfield is Cam Akers, and he's going to go for no gain there on that rush. .538 to go in the third quarter, and as you can see, the momentum is pretty solidly favoring LA. Still at home. Back to pass. Matt Stafford unloads. He's going deep. He's got a man, but Cooper Kupp unable to get to that ball on the sideline as the defender actually had better position on it. Interesting choice there from Matt Stafford to try to hit Cooper Kupp with the defender in a better spot. This one is going to be completed, but a flag down. Wonder if that's going to be a roughing the passer penalty. It is. So they're going to probably elect to decline this as they had a big reception up the center there from Matt Stafford. Handoff to Akers, and he is quickly tackled out on the perimeter. Only a pickup of 1. Under center, Matt Stafford. Survey and pressure coming. Fumble. And Cam Akers recovers and still fighting for yardage. Interesting play there as the ball came out, but the damage done. It's going to be a sack with a fumble, and then Cam Akers not able to do anything with it, but does at least recover the ball for the Rams. As you can see, that ball was, in fact, out, just kind of poked out of the hands of Stafford as he was being sacked. Bunch formation to the left with an empty backfield for Matt Stafford. Throws the ball harmlessly out of bounds to the right, and so the Rams will punt. A lot of punting from midfield going on in this game. And an ugly kick from Hecker goes out at the 31. That was not what he was looking for. He absolutely shanked that one. And not a great turn of events for them. They were looking to coffin corner and instead puts it out at the 31. So Tom Brady's going to have very good field position here after what should have been a flip of the field position and pinning him back. Tom Brady back to pass. He's got a man on the dump off, but he's working backwards towards his own sideline or his own line of scrimmage there, and ends up with a 2-yard loss for his efforts. And the dump off does not pay. Interesting choice there. If he just stayed where he was, probably doesn't lose yardage because he was at the line, the original line of scrimmage when he caught the ball. But instead of just staying where he was, decided last second to start working back, and then is tackled as he works back towards the line of scrimmage. Odd choice. Anyway, 3rd and 6 here. 2:35 left in the third. Tom Brady alone and unafraid in the backfield of the gun. Back to pass. He's got Mike Evans on a drag route right near the line to gain. We'll see where they spot this. They do give him a first down. So Mike Evans is going to pick up that first down here for Tom Brady, and the drive continues. So 1st and 10, single back, Tom Brady under center, handoff to that single back, that's Fournette. Not a lot there in the center of the defensive line, only a yard gain, and Aaron Donald on the tackle. So Tom Brady, 2nd and 9 under center. He's got single back with a handoff. Donald is right there. And Fournette going nowhere on that one. And loses that yard once again, 3rd and 10. I don't know. So, Wendell, the defense for the Rams is, I mean, they're not as good as they were like 2 years ago, but they're still very good. They got Aaron Donald, they've got Ramsey, they've got some very good players, certainly on that defense, and they did. You got to have a solid defense to make it to as you can see, both Donald and Jalen Ramsey in the zone right now. But you have to have a very good sack out on the outside, pressure coming, and nothing that Tom Brady could do, as his tackle did not stand up out on the outside pass rush. Nice little bend to get to Tom Brady there. But no, I mean, obviously you don't make it to the Super Bowl with a bad defense. I wouldn't say they're middle of the road to upper half NFL in terms of defense. They've got some real playmakers back there on the defensive side of the ball, and they play well together as a unit, and obviously have that veteran leadership and kind of ability to keep their offense in games, and it was enough to get them to win a Super Bowl. So I wouldn't put the Rams defense short of this. I think they could do this to Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. So under center, a little fake handoff to Cam Akers. Stafford then dumps it off to his tight end, and they pick up a 5 there to Hopkins. His 2nd reception on the day, 9 yards for him. So that'll end the 3rd quarter. There's a look at the stats here so far in this one. Relatively defensive-centric game, as not a lot of scoring for either team. And the scoreline remains 17-7 to start the 4th quarter. Handoff to Cam Akers on a stretch to the outside. He gets a number of yards, maybe call it 6 yards there on the carry. Or, 1 yard. Only a 1 yard gain, because he was at a 2nd and 5. But an incomplete pass to follow is going to bring up 4th and 4 and going to bring out yet another punt. So, Hecker to punt. And nice coverage there from the Rams special teams, down quickly to contest Gio Bernard at the point of attack. And Gio Bernard not going anywhere on that one. So Tom Brady will come back out. 14-20 left in the ball game. And he's got a 10-point hole to dig himself out of, so we'll see what he does here. You see Jalen Ramsey is still in the zone. Tom Brady gets the snap. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to take a big sack. Floyd out on the outside gets that one, his 2nd on the day. And Floyd putting together a nice effort here. 2 sacks now and the fumble recovery in this game. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 21 for Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Bunch formation left under center, single back. Tom Brady back to pass. He's going to dump it off to his drag route, or attempt to at least, but misses Mike Evans on the drag. And so now 3rd and 21 after that incompletion. Back to pass again. He's throwing outside, but well short of the line to gain is Godwin. So 4th and 16. That was a woeful effort from Tampa Bay. And they are going to punt after a quick 3 and out. That sack doing huge damage, and not really a great play call after it to recover much of the yardage. So they go nowhere after going backwards on that sack. So Matt Stafford's going to come back out and try to blow this thing wide open with 13 minutes left in the game. Bunch formation tight to the left. Single back under center. Matt Stafford out to the outside to his tight end. I believe that's Higbee. It is Higbee. So that was his like 4th or 5th catch, I believe, on the day. 2nd and 4. Stafford back to pass. Down the sideline, he's got his man, that's Cooper Kupp. Did he get his feet in bound? They're saying he did. Nicely done. Good completion out to Cooper Kupp, his 5th for 59 now on the day. 1st and 10 Rams. And nice little impressive throw from a not great platform and really impressive body control, getting those feet in bounds just before his momentum carried it out with the ball in possession. That was nicely done from Cooper Kupp and from Matt Stafford getting it to him. 1st and 10. Handoff in the center. Cam Akers trying to run over a man, but 2 guys there are unable to do it, so he's not going to pick up any yardage on that run. 2nd and 10. Ace formation with a man off his hip in the gun. He's got the ball and throwing outside to a dump off to Cam Akers, and that'll only net him 2. Cam Akers' 2nd reception, only 3 yards for him in the passing game. 3rd and 8. Little inside handoff on the delay to Cam Akers. He's going to get a number of yards there. Call it 6. Brings up a 4th and 4. Or actually, it would have been a pickup of 4 on that reception or on that run. So we got another look at it. And they're going to attempt a long field goal here for 51, call it 52 yards attempt. It looks like they just snuck it over the crossbar there. So the field goal is going to be good and put this game a little bit further ahead. Up now 20-7. From the goal line is Gio Bernard, and probably should have just taken a knee there. Instead is out to the 20-yard line with the ball, so that's where Tom Brady's going to take over. Bunch formation to the right under center. He's got Fournette single back behind him. Tom Brady takes the snap. Over the drag route to Godwin this time. Godwin fighting for yards, but only able to get just short of the 6. 2nd and 1 here. His 6th reception now on the day, 33 yards for him. Tom Brady to take the snap out of the gun. Back to pass. Dangerous throw, short. He actually probably shouldn't have thrown that one, as Rapp had better position on that than his receiver, and lucky that Rapp didn't pick that. 3rd and 1, handoff up the center. That's Fournette fighting for the yards. I think they're going to say he got it. He did. 1st and 10 now for Tampa Bay, who desperately need this drive to end in a touchdown so that they have time to put another drive and a touchdown together, down 13 in this one. But they still have time, and the playbook is still open. 9.5 left in the game. Out of the gun, Tom Brady takes the snap. Throwing, he's got a man wide open. That's Mike Evans. Past the sticks, that'll be another 1st down with a pickup of about 14 there on that one. Now 156 yards passing on the day for Tampa Bay. 1st and 10, 8th reception there for Mike Evans. You see him just settle in the zone nicely, and Tom Brady puts it right on him. Tight bunch formation to the left, single back under center. Tom Brady is going to take the snap and hand it off up the center to Fournette, who is going to fight for some yardage. A lot of traffic kind of in there, congestion in the center of the line, but he's able to get a few yards there on that carry. Call it 4. A little trip formation to the left, and running back off his right hip is Gio Bernard back to pass. And he's got a man coming back to the ball. Dangerous tip drill, but falls harmlessly to the turf. Tom Brady very fortunate that one was not intercepted. With the snap, Tom Brady setting up a screen. He's got a man, blockers in front. He's going to get out to the outside. Nice little bounce cut, as Gio Bernard does nice work with that little screen to get himself a first down. Now 7:59 left in the game, still a 13-point game. All the momentum on LA's side here, but the Buccaneers are driving with an opportunity here to score a touchdown and make this a game. Trips right under center is Tom Brady. Single back is Gio Bernard. Fournette with the delayed handoff. He is going to get a bunch of yards there. So still utilizing the run game are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2nd and 5 after that 5-yard pickup from Fournette. Back to pass is Tom Brady. Pressure coming, but he gets rid of it. He's going to get hit late, I think. He missed his man, but he was... Here comes the call. Yes, roughing the passer is the call. They'll accept this one. That'll be a first down. You can't be doing that. Penalty on Robinson with that late hit on Tom Brady. 1st and 10 now from the 23. A big break for Tampa Bay. On the drag route, he's got his man, and that is going to be a 4-yard pickup. Call it 2nd and 6 as Gage comes away with that one. Under center, single running back. Brings Mike Evans in motion. Takes the snap, back to pass. He's got a tight end out on the outside, and rumbling up the field nicely is Cameron Brate with the reception, and nice little run after catch there to get a bunch of extra yards for Tom Brady after that drag route. You can see the defense really wasn't there to respond. Fuller, the first one there on the tackle out near the sideline, brings up a 1st and goal from the 2. Bunch formation left. Under center is Tom Brady, single back. He's throwing it away there on that one. He had Cameron Brate kind of sitting there. I'm surprised he didn't try to hit him there because I don't think the defense would have been able to respond in time. Instead, throws it away. Back to pass, and pressure coming. Tom Brady's going to get sacked. The call comes out. Ball's on the field. He's going to be picked up by a Rams defender. No one there. Does he have the juice to make it all the way, though? We'll see. He's slowing. As you see, the defense for the Tampa Bay not able to get there either. Too slow. That was wild. As he goes all the way, scoop and score for these LA Rams, and that one's probably going to do it, as the Rams are going to go up 20 points here, and Hollins on the long fumble recovery back the other way. That was incredible. And so LA, instead of going up 20, elect to go for 2 here. And quickly sacked is Stafford. So no good on the 2-point conversion. Up 19 instead. So 19 will be the score line here, or the advantage here for LA, as they're going to kick this one off after a huge game break on the strip sack, scoop and score for this Rams defense. It was interesting to see that both Hollins and Brate were losing speed there, slowing down. But even though Brate had the closure going, he slowed down at just the wrong moment in Madden Sim. So Madden had him slow down just at the wrong moment, and then Hollins able to score on that long scoop and score on that last play. or that previous play. So Miller on the reception there picks up the first down. Fuller on the tackle. Tom Brady out of the gun, 4.5, with 19-point deficit. Seems probably out of reach here. Tom Brady to throw, and 5 defenders in the area, no receiver. Not a great throw from Tom Brady, but falls harmlessly to the turf. 2nd and 10. Deep throw from Tom Brady. He's got him in. What a catch! Godwin with incredible hands. That was wild. Nicely done from Godwin to control that one there at the top. He kind of got one hand on it, then brought the second one to it as he was getting hit, and then brought it down under control. And Tom Brady's laser deep pays off here. But again, probably a little too late. There's the one hand bringing the second one in, bringing it down. Really nicely done there from Godwin. That was incredible. Under center. Tom Brady back to pass. Deep drop. He's got... Oh, it's picked! Picked, and the Rams are going to go the other way. Their second turnover in as many minutes. That was a quick game break, and this one is over. 3:46 left in the game. 19-point advantage to the Rams, and that pick is going to seal Tampa Bay's fate. So all they got to do is run the clock out here. Cam Akers going to start working on that, working to the right side. Not a lot there, a pickup of 1, but more importantly, the Rams are going to milk the clock, letting it run down in shoe clock mode to 5 seconds on the snap. Tries the outside, does Cam Akers. Not a lot there, no pickup. Now a bunch of formation left, but yet again, tick, tick, tick. Clock is ticking away, snapping now with 3 seconds, or 2 seconds left. 2:22 left in this ball game. Both teams with all timeouts, and a 2-minute warning. But little will it matter with the deficit here, and the Rams complete one out on the outside there for a first down. Precious seconds now continuing to tick off as they hand the ball off to Akers. 2-yard loss for him, 2nd and 12, but we're going to probably, with that one, get to the 2-minute warning, and this game all but over. So there's the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 12. Under center is Stafford, single back, who he is going to hand the ball off to right up the middle. Defense snuffs it out. But more clock coming off in shoe clock mode here. 1:20 left in the ball game. So back to pass on 3rd and 10 as Matt Stafford throws to the outside. Got a man, but quickly down. Interesting he didn't try to get up and continue running. No defenders there at all, but I guess they're saying he was out of bounds. So they'll punt with 1:12 in the game. And nice punt from Hecker pins them back into the 9:07 left, but a 19-point deficit. There is not enough time with a 3-score game for Tom Brady. Even Tom Brady can't dig himself out of this one. So the Rams are going to come away with a big divisional win here against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 26-7 will be the final as a big shot. Big shot there on the tackle after a 9-yard pickup. But Tom Brady's still trying, obviously, but don't expect any more scoring in this one. 40 seconds now left as they're going no huddle. All 3 timeouts yet, but hopefully they won't use any of that. Oh, wow! Off of the defensive deflection, a reception there to Godwin. Just Johnny on the spot, eyes up, and able to see the deflection and come away with that reception. Now ball at the 50, 1st and 10, 30 seconds left. So maybe there will be some scoring left in this game, but again, it will be consolation only as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can't possibly come back from this one. First and 10 now. 22 seconds left in the ball game, out to the outside and quickly out of bounds is Gio Bernard. Get a 4-yard pickup for him. 20 ticks left in the ball game. 2nd and 6. Brings a man in motion. Does Tom Brady out of the gun. Back to pass. And that probably should have been picked, but was not. Instead, he went for the bat down. 3rd and 6 now for Tom Brady. 16 ticks left in the ball game. To near the end zone, out on the sideline, he's got a receiver there, but not able to bring his feet inbounds with control. So that'll be 4th and 6 here. And obviously they're going to go for it on 4th and 6, even though they still can't win with a deficit like this. But they'll go for it here. 11 ticks left in the ball game. Pressure coming, and throws it to the turf. So the Rams will take over on downs, and they've got 8 seconds left to burn off this clock. They'll take that victory formation and take this big win home, as they're going to win this one 26-7 for the LA Rams. So big win for Matt Stafford. Bruce Arians there is very upset about it, as you can see. But they not able to get it done as the Rams really put together a nice second half effort to build on their lead and put this one away, especially on the defensive side. Those 2 late turnovers, the strip sack, scoop and score, followed by the pick that really cemented the win for them and put this one away and out of reach of Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. So, Phil is not there at home to control this one, so we're not going to get a look at the stats. Unfortunately, we'll just get to see what they have here for us on this screen. So Leonard Fournette there for Tampa Bay, 20 carries, 65 yards. Mike Evans with 9 receptions and 103 yards, while Chris Godwin's had 9 receptions and 102 yards. We're not going to get to see the winning side stat lines for the Rams, based on they show only the home team, or excuse me, the team that we quote unquote controlled for the stats there. But Tom Brady was at a 58% completion rate, 45 yards, and 1 touchdown, whereas Matt Stafford was at a 65.7% clip and 249 yards for him on the day, 2 touchdowns for him. And what we obviously, Tom Brady went down very quickly on that first drive to score first the field goal and then another drive subsequent to score a touchdown, but then nothing else for the remainder of the game for him, and it was all LA after that, and getting it done in particular late with the defense, forcing some errors and takeaways for Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. So we'll get out of here and say go Rams, but as always, go Browns!